Well, hello, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Sands. I have a radio show broadcast out of studios in Clearwater, Florida, of WTAN, and broadcast on the Republic Broadcasting Network out in the Midwest. And I have an idea I want to try to float. Okay, now somebody already kind of stole my thunder a little bit on this since I found out a couple of days ago in San Francisco, they're looking to name a sewage treatment plant after George W. Bush, which I think is quite fitting. But it's somewhat similar to what I had an idea of. Like I said, my name is Jonathan Sands, also called Johnny Two Times. John is my given name. And like many Johns out there, we've had to suffer with the connection with bathrooms all over this country and all over the world named Johns. Well, I think it's about time to pass the baton, and I think we have somebody who's very worthy to now carry on that name. So what I'm putting forth to you is the proposition that henceforth we all in this country refer to the bathroom as a George. Now, I have a friend of mine by the name of Michael, who owns a bar here in Largo, Florida, who further made a suggestion that to close the deal, to confirm this deal, to make it an airtight deal, that we go one step further and name the ladies' room the Bush. Now, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Women out there, please don't take offense to that. Hell, if all us Johns had to deal with this deal all our lives, you can get along with Bush. And hell, most of you shave anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we can let that one go. So that was the first thing. Now the second thing is, I would like to see Congress, since they obviously don't have the balls to do anything relative to impeaching Bush or Cheney or indicting any of these criminals for what they've done to this country over the last 7.5 years. I think at the very least they can have a moratorium on the fact of whether or not anything should be named after George Bush, i.e., no building, no highway, no ship, God forbid, for what he's done to torture our military in this country. God forbid there should be a ship named after him. It's bad enough there's going to be an aircraft carrier carrying his father's name, but to carry his name, that would just be, I don't think I could handle that. So I think we all ought to get together, write to Congress, make phone calls, do whatever we have to do, send emails, imploring them to at least do that much. A moratorium that nothing should be named after George W. Bush. Now, if, for example, like it has happened in California, where they want to name the sewage treatment plant, or if, for example, the state of New Jersey would like to name a bank of urinals at a rest stop along the Jersey Turnpike in honor of George W. Bush, I go along with that. Anything to do with excrement would be fine, because he's a piece of shit. Okay? So let's see what we could do on that. And, one last thing. If we can get this going with the moratorium and the bathrooms, I know what it was, with the bathrooms. I made a deal with my friend that in his bar, he might actually make a placard, a sign, or whatever, designated the bathrooms as the Georges, but he wanted me to come up with an idea to balance the whole thing out, because he's kind of right-wing, or at least he plays that role. So I thought we might come up with drinks named the Pelosi or the Reed. The concoction and how it's concocted, we haven't figured that out yet, so you might want to get in on that. And you can send your ideas to Johnny2times@yahoo.com. That's JOHNIE 2XS@yahoo.com. Or you can get on my leave me a message on my blog site, which is connected to bullseyebroadcasting.com. Okay, and the show name that we have, me and my partner Jim Modellero, is Radio Bullseye. It's on 5 nights a week in the wee hours of the morning, starting at midnight on Sunday night till 3 o'clock. All other nights, Tuesday through Friday, at 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The Sunday night show is our blues show, which you might want to catch. We have some great blues musicians down here in the Tampa, Clearwater, Florida area. You might want to listen. It's a good time. We'll probably be broadcasting them from my friend's bar, the Wild Indian. So give it a shot. Check it out. Check our website out, radiobullseye.com. bullseyebroadcasting.com. My partner site, mortyscabin.net. And remember, Republic Broadcasting Network is where we broadcast, WTAN. And here in the Clearwater area, 1340 AM. So, thank you for your time. I hope you get on the bandwagon. Thanks a lot.